Welcome back there, Armchair Warriors. Tom here with the 17th episode of my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification 12.0.3. Hopefully my sound isn't too loud here. I'm checking OBS and it's like in the yellow and dancing into the red every now and then. Just got a new, different microphone headset combo for here. So we'll see how that works. May have to make some adjustments to kind of quiet things down here a little bit. Actually, let's lower the dB a little bit. Now it's green yellow. If I lower it by 10, up it back to 20 where it was before, it's yellow red. Let's try this and see how it goes. If you guys tell me it's too soft, I will indeed increase the decibel range on here. So yeah, we are picking where we left, pick up where we left off, which is September here. It looks like of 1941. So October, November, December, less than 3 months before we hit into war territory with the United States. We will be also going to war with the UK eventually, rest of allies, but that's probably a month or so away. We'll have some unlimited time dealing with the United States. A quick check. It's been a week since I played. I want to kind of take stock of what we got going on here. So it looks like I've got 11 carrier groups here. However, some are not really ready. There's a bunch that are like upgrading. But that, yeah, looks like some don't even have any sort of any light cruisers there. We'll check into that momentarily. But I do have, so I've got 11 carrier groups. So typically what I try to do, my cheat sheet that I use for playing Japan tells me that I should have around 24 carriers, a mix of fleet and light carriers. In this case, I think we're light carrier heavy, thanks to converting 9 of our much older heavy cruisers into light carriers. I felt that it makes more sense to have light carriers cruising around across the oceans. Oh, we got a whole bunch of planes here. Let's see. No. Do I have enough? Maybe I don't need to. There's no way I have enough light CAGs here. There we go. I'll have to check the others. Anyway, we'll do a complete inventory of what's going on. So 24 carriers. That's roughly 9 carrier groups, I want to say, because I have a good mix of fleet and or regular and light carriers. In this case, because we converted 9 heavy cruisers to light carriers, we're a bit light carrier heavy. In fact, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light carrier fleets and 4 regular carrier fleets. Not bad though. All in all, with 11 carriers, zooming out here, and let's actually switch this to political so we have a better view. With 11 carrier groups, I can send one to the Philippines, one to Guam to help out, assist with those when those invasions when it comes time. When these are finished, I can then shoot them down towards Singapore and hold off here. That leaves 9. I can have 2 carrier groups amongst these islands here to kind of push and keep an eye on all these islands around here. That leaves 7. I can have 2 carrier groups here in these islands to kind of push back against any moves here. That'll leave 5 for Wake Island, which I could also pull one of those, one of the carrier groups that's up here, bring them in as well to help out with Wake Island. So yeah, 11 carrier groups to start off with. Very, very handy to make sure that I'm able to put enough of a carrier presence throughout my islands and help in against offensive operations as well. My thinking is carriers beat other capital ships. I can have a carrier group sink a battleship. While the same could happen, in reverse. I think the carrier groups will actually do much better. Going through what we have here, let's just check. So we got a whole bunch of destroyers. Actually, we need to check into production, see what I'm building here. It does look like, yeah, we need four light cruisers there. These are all getting upgraded. We'll check to see what their status is. These are getting upgraded. Ditto there. So here we need 4 more light cruisers. Might be destroyers. We'll have to tag on there. Here we need 4 light cruisers, perhaps destroyers as well. So 8. So it's just 8 that I need at this point. Oh, so 4, 8, 12. 12 is what we need here. So I got to take a look and see in our production queue what we have coming out. We do have a total of 28, 133 ships that we'll be breaking out here, of which was that 16, 17 or so capital ships here. Oh, the Yamato. That's why. I was like, why are we have an odd number? I didn't think I'd have an odd number. So we'll have to start with like a 10 ship fleet, three capital ships, probably the Yamato, and 2 battleships. Or I don't know. I might actually kind of mix it up a little bit instead of just going, one fleet being all battleships, another fleet being heavy cruisers, and then destroyers thrown in the mix. I may kind of like throw battleship, heavy cruiser, kind of mix it up, and then destroyers, just to kind of mix it up there. We do have a ton of destroyers. Level 7 destroyer looks to be the top ship of the line here. Yugo class. Cool. Is that what we have sitting here? No, level 5. So let's send these back. And any might have to pull them off here. Any level 7 destroyers, that's what I want to use with my light carriers. 12 is what we need. I feel that it might be less than that actually. There we go. 12. These are all level 7s. Much better. 165% strength ratio as well. 24. Well, so cancel out this midget sub. I have 23, 24, I have 25 total raiders and sub fleets. Probably 20 sub fleets total. Because this is 3, 4. Is there another raider? Okay, so 21. I got 21 sub fleets, and probably half of those are the coastal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, not even that bad. Okay, 8 out of the 21 are coastal subs, the ones that can only be used close in. So cool on that. We got a lot of offensive power there. Torpedo boats, we got 6 torpedo boat fleets. Again, I use these on my islands to kind of like scout around, just make sure patrol that there's no enemies present. 10 Marines, I think, is where we're at right now. Should have more getting built. 94. So 20% of this is going to probably be, it might be more than 20%, but at least 20% of this is going to be headquarter units. So probably about 20 headquarter units. So it's probably about 74 land units here. I'll need about 20. A good quarter, almost quarter, 20% at least of that for the Philippines. Probably another 20, probably less than that actually. Probably just need 10 to 15 for Borneo, and then the rest pretty much throw into Siam. So that way we could send 10 down south to Singapore, and a goodly number going westward into Burma, India as well. Air power, I'm not going to bother with that. We'll look here. We do have a ton of air units. I have built 2 I have a total of 2 light bomber and 2 medium bombers in regards to my long range air power. Medium bombers 755, light bombers 635. The range, probably from here to Wake, is 554. Yeah, this is probably too far away. 659, and this is probably also too far away. Yeah, 753. So probably on Eniwetok here, Eniwetok, we'll probably staff probably our medium bombers, so that way we can be bombing Wake Island as our Marines are coming in to invade. The whole entire idea is I want Wake Island captured this time around, or it didn't get captured last time around, last campaign. That I think is what really hurt me. Wake, and then eventually Midway, and further down the road, Hawaiian Islands. We'd love to have all these islands, plus Johnston Atoll. We'd love to have all these by March. Obviously, Wake, we could probably get that in December. Midway, if we get that in January. By February, no later. January would be nice as well for Johnston Atoll, and then start invading the Hawaiian Islands in February. That would be great. Plus, also come down here and get all these other islands. We need Marines for that. So let us take a quick look. Oh, Tibet. We're holding here with our forces to kind of prevent the Tibetan forces from moving into my lands and my ally. We did take over Xianjing, which we shall probably hold largely because of this. I mean, 7 IC is really nice to have, plus all of this. I mean, mostly the energy is what we're looking at. 8 IC is what we're looking at from Zhenjiang, which with the politics involved, we're only getting 20% of that, so about 6.4. The resources 10% less than that as well too. That's 1.86 off, so 17, just under 17 energy. A trickle of rares there. The other stuff's kind of nice too. Training base, all that other stuff's really, really nice to be having. So we'll probably hold on to Xinjiang. The goal is maintain war footing with Tibet, just so with the next 2.5 months here, we can maximize our IC. And then once we go to war with America, sue for peace with Tibet, and then go from there. Speaking of our IC levels here, diplomacy first. We have the Nyland plan, which I don't think I'm going to do. Not worried about losing the metal, energy, money, supplies. We're doing okay and all that kind of stuff. But I have a feeling we will lose the oil refining. We'll lose that level 3, wherever that's at. It may be that that's where it needs to be built, and we don't actually lose it. But I think we'll lose the IC. I think maybe that again, that's just the province that where it gets built or whatever. You just need to meet this requirement, have at least an IC at level 6 somewheres in your country, so that way smaller countries, that don't have high IC levels like Tibet, they can't get Nylon. Production wise, we're currently at 493 IC. That's because we have IC debt. 58, 51 is what we currently have. We're spending 53 a day towards it, so that's 100. Well, let's say 106 days, or is that 100? No. So it would be 100 days. That's 5,300. And then 53 into the 851 would be about 4, maybe 5. So 105 days. Over 3 months, 3.5 months, well into December before we'll give up our IC debt. But we're maintaining our IC levels now. We should be around 550 or something like that once all said and done. We are seeing, let's go through our builds here. So we got 11 carrier groups. Do I have any carrier groups coming out? Oh, I do have some light cruisers coming out. Oh, I don't. So I don't need 2, 4, 6. I only need 6 destroyers. I don't need 12 destroyers there because I got 6 light cruisers are getting built that they can go towards our carrier task forces there. So it doesn't look like I have anything carriers being built soon. It is, yeah. It's going to take a little while. This armor unit here, these 3, they're all for. There's an armor unit here-ish. Where are you at here? I want to say it's for that one there. Basically, that's going to beef up. Yeah, those 3 is going to beef this up to a 6. Yeah, make that a little bit beefier and stronger. These 2, I probably have 2 armor units up here. That need those motorized infantry. Apologize taking a lot of time here to kind of just refamiliarize myself with the game and what's going on. It's been a bit. Um, so far, no. Maybe this is one. So why would I want 2 motorized infantry battalions? I've only got, yeah. Oh, and so okay, so yeah, the ones have 3650. So there are 2 here that need motorized infantry battalions, and that's right. I threw on the paratroopers on with a couple of specialized light infantry divisions there, kind of making it a little beefier. All right, gotcha. So this is going for that tank down south here. These 2 are going for the 2 army units that I have. Those will be finished a month after we're at war with America, so that's cool. Not a big rush on those. Summer before I see this unit down here get fully staffed up. These are 2 of our tropical island garrisons that I need for Guam and Wake specifically. And I think I have more down here, yes, that are getting built. And then once these are built, the next round of 2 for Midway and Johnson Atoll will be thrown in the mix there. Probably will need to push these up towards the forefront as well. These will be basically used to help control those territories, those islands that I capture initially. And as we move further and further out, I'm building 10 of these Tropical Island Garrison divisions for defensive purposes. But as we move further and further out with our islands, I can pull some of the defensive divisions there and kind of replace them. Start moving them closer toward the front as we capture more and more, make more of a circle, a ring around Japan there. This is, I think there was this guy, yeah. So we're throwing another naval bomber on there to fully staff it out. I need more naval bombers. I don't see where I'm building any. Oh, here we go. We got three wings. I thought I had put all my 1941 stuff in, and I have. Everything that I wanted for 1941 is in the queue. It's not all going to be built in 1941, but it's just stuff that I'm putting in the queue, so it's there. 108 convoy, 66 escorts. So yeah, we'll get another 10 more escorts and convoys here next month, and probably after January, probably get another 10 or so. We'll be having those get churned out. Probably need to push these to the forefront very soon as well, just so we can start working on our replacements for all the losses we're going to sustain. This should be our next round of landing craft. I thought I had, yes, I've got a bunch of landing craft here. So the 5 that I've got, I'm going to put 1 here, and then another 3, and then the one will go by itself. Then I've got another round of 5, so I'll take 2, attach that to the one single for a 3, and then the other 3. So yeah, 3 landing craft per fleet. The assault ship I'll use that for Guam. Because I don't need to worry about protective measures necessarily in Guam. There shouldn't be any enemy fleets in or around Guam. There is obviously some air power in Guam. Which air power? I'm glad I converted the fighter bombers that I did to interceptor and CAS close assault wings, and built two more wings, a light and medium bomber, just to help my my air power in that regards. This is the next round. So I've got 3 total rounds of tropical island garrisons for here. That's 2 of them. Here for 3, 4, and 5, I guess. The next 5 after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what I'll do with the extra tropical island garrison. I might just drop that off. When it goes to that final 5th round, I just kill one of those, save the manpower. We do have 5 more Marines coming in another couple of weeks. They'll be ready in time for war with America. So we'll have 15 Marines total. Kind of roughly outlined how my carrier groups are going. Again, one in the Philippines, one on Guam. When these offensive operations are finished, they'll come down here towards Singapore and sail around here. 2 carrier groups on these islands here. They'll kind of, once we go to war with Britain, we'll start pushing on New Guinea and Borneo, kind of helping out in this area. 2 carrier groups here just to help provide defense overall. Oh, pardon me. I thought that was... Okay. There we go. I do apologize for coughing there. I thought I hit the mic mute, but apparently I did not. Anyway, 2 here to help provide defense on these more forward-facing islands, but they will help in the attack on Wake as it comes, and Midway as well, and also in the Johnson Atoll when that time comes, and Hawaiian Islands. They'll just push out. They don't need to sit here necessarily. I might just leave one. Yeah, I might leave one here kind of floating around the islands and have the other second one go there. The rest of my aircraft carrier groups, Wake, Midway, continuing eastward. 15 Marines that I've got. Still need 8 Marines for the Philippines. 2 landings North Philippines here. 2 around here in this area. 2 in the southern. Again, this is all on the main island. So we got six Marines all on the main island here, which once they capture the respective ports that they're attacking, then I'll be moving in roughly 5 divisions to each area, and they'll be pushing in towards the center of the main Philippine island there. And then 2 down south here. Usually we go for this port and airfield, and they'll be pushing up north towards the victor points that are over here. Yeah, this one plus these victor points. And then again, once the Marines take this port, roughly 5 more divisions will come in there. So roughly 20 divisions and their assorted headquarter units will be coming to the Philippines. That's 8 Marines out of the 7, or out of the 15, so that leaves me 7. 1 for Guam. So that'll leave me 6 Marines. 6 Marines should be enough to handle Wake Island. It better be. That's all I gotta say. If it's not, oh my gosh. And I might use if I remember right, I think I've got some stronger Marines than not. Yes. So I got this guy. He's got a full-on specialized light infantry battalion, regiment, whatever here. Yeah. Pretty strong. I think I have this one. Yeah, with a smaller group of elite light infantry. And of course, my guy, who I feel is probably the best out of them all, maybe. I'm not sure. I know his combat experience, 97.278%. We're already 5 stars. Can we go? Is that to get to the complete 5th star? Is there a 6th star available? Well, we'll find out. But anyway, I think those are 3 of the Marines I want to send. We're pretty heavy too. 82, 61, and my guy 122. My guy needs to go on a diet. Armored engineer would be cool, but not really necessary. I thought we'd be able to. Wasn't there like an amphibious tank? I don't think we researched it. I think that's the problem, is we hadn't researched it yet. We'll check research momentarily, because I think that's what I'm going for, or there's something I'm going for that. So anyway, 5 more Marines, kind of laid out the disposition: 8 for the Philippines, 1 in Guam, the rest to go to Wake, and then going from there. Once we're kind of done with the Marines being used on the Philippines, then they'll go. The ones in the Philippines, at least, will come westward here, help with invasions on Borneo. Probably an invasion here in Malaya behind the British lines, so I can sneak in one group of regular frontline infantry, push them south to Singapore, and then eventually, the Java Islands, etc., all throughout here. That those 6 will be used. Or 8 will be used. The 6 on Wake will go on to Midway as well. The one here at Guam may push and use them on the Johnston Atoll. It might just be 1 is all I need to conquer it. We'll see on the specifics there what can or will be happening. Anyway, so yes, Marines are coming out soon. Bunch of light cruisers. So with that, actually, yeah, if we only need that much here, I'll just put these back in. There we go. Oh my goodness. Do apologize for coughing there. Still kind of fighting off whatever cold that I had that's been affecting me this way. It's highly annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Back to production. So yeah, you've got light cruisers coming out. These are the conversions from the older light cruisers to the newer anti-air light cruisers. Armored engineer will be getting completed. I saw one of them. My armor units, light armor units, had that, and that's pretty much all that's getting done in this year. Let's see here. So all these won't be done until, well, this one will be done this year, but these others won't be done until next year. Let's see. So this will be getting completed, but we got 2 more coming after that. So this is the only thing I see so far. Let me count through the IC that's going to get freed up by the end of this year. So we got 7. These might actually get finished too. Well, anyway, we'll see. So it's at least 7. Plus we got 5 Marines. So that's 85 IC. So that's 92. We got 6 18s. That's 110 IC. That's going to get freed up here. 3, 7, 14. So about 100, almost 125 ICs can get freed up here. Plus this, so 138, almost 140 IC will get freed up by the end of this year for sure. There may be more than that. So we'll be down to 500 IC. When we get our 50 back, that'll get us back to about 420 almost. Um, yeah, which that should then push us deep down into our builds here. Not terribly too far, but the rest of the builds that we got another carrier group. That's not going to be ready until spring of 1943, so a good year and a half or more from this point. Light carrier group be finishing up in fall, early winter of 1942. Um, we are building some, let's see, this is a light carrier group, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Building 5 anti-air light cruisers, 5 destroyers, 5 CAG. All these are replacements for losses that we might be sustaining, probably will be sustaining. I've got a whole bunch of anti-air light cruisers, which basically are going to be. I probably need to push some of these toward the forefront, but probably not actually. These will be done in summer of 43 and then fall of 42 rather. Summer 42 and fall of 42. So these are just at this point, these are extras to slowly replace out. Actually, do we need to build these? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think I had put these on the queue because I thought, oh, we're shy 12 light cruisers, which we still are kind of. But I've got 6 destroyers taking the place of those. Fall, we can pull out light cruisers. I don't know if we need all these many light cruisers, but you know what? I'm gonna leave them in here anyway because we'll probably need replacements. These are the rest of, yeah, we'll have total of 10 tropical island garrisons that can kind of run around and do stuff. We got 3 more naval bomber wings coming out, carrier group that if I were to put all the points into it by now, which I'm not going to be able to, 1941, we're not going to be able to put any points in this, I don't think. But fall of 1943, this will probably be closer to winter or early spring of 44 for this gets completed. And same here, another light carrier group. It's spring of 43, but that's probably closer to winter of 43, maybe, well, fall, perhaps even. We'll see. And then, of course, all these convoy escorts, which I need to start pushing toward the forefront. So that's how that looks. Technology-wise, let's see here. We do have everything pretty much is getting researched is, or currently green. Almost everything will get finished before the end of the year. Well, maybe not everything. I see a December 42. But that's because this is probably, yeah, this is 1942. So we're at the point where I'm researching stuff that's like so far ahead. Yep, 1942, because we have so much leadership. We're over 100% in the green. I honestly, yeah, I have so much excess leadership. I wish I could convert leadership into IC. Make our officers start working in the factories. But nonetheless, we are researching a ton of stuff. All this 1942 stuff, yeah, it kind of sucks that we're researching it now. But it's like there really isn't too much more. If I remember right, there wasn't much more that I wanted to research. Stuff like the fighter bomber and twin engine fighter. These are paths I don't really want to go into. It just taking too much extra leadership to get these researched up to the point where they'll be viable where we're at right now, and I don't have the IC to be able to build these more specialized types of planes. We're just sticking with the fighters, CAS, CAGs, and light, medium, and naval bomber types. Flying boat as well, just to tag in with the naval bomber. So yeah, that's how our research is breaking down here. We got everything all maxed out that we possibly can. I say maxed out. Obviously, we can go with a higher draft if we wanted to, but our manpower is okay, 1565. Most of our manpower is going towards our Navy. And with the Navy, you really don't use that much manpower. Army, sure. And we're not really building a bunch in the way of armory. Land forces. That's what I'm trying to say. Land forces. Last campaign, I tried to throw in a whole bunch of mountaineer troops, and we were never going to be able to get to that point. So I've decided, let's just stick with kind of cut to the bone, stick with what we can definitely get. Spies, Germany. We can see what Germany's building here. Soviet Union. Oh, nice thing is Germany's got a lot of IC, just over 1,000. They get twice as much as I do when I get up to where I'm supposed to be at. Russia, unfortunately, though, for them, they're already in the midst of war, and their IC levels are not where they need to be, which is weird because I don't know how accurate this is. It's 1941. Prior, they weren't at war, so prior they couldn't switch over the law that gives them 25% more IC than normal. So their laws were keeping them kind of self-contained. But I would figure once they go to war, this IC level should be jumping up to like almost 1,000. They're still building industries. That might be part of the problem. Someone that has no industry issues is, of course, America. Good grace, crazy here. All these ships that are getting built here, they're going to have a ton of aircraft carriers coming out, some subs too. Got to be careful. But they're getting ready for the Eastern Front and the Pacific Theater. But yeah, a lot of infantry, motorized, armored units, some Marines there. We saw yeah, a little bunch of stuff coming up here. UK, yeah, I'm glad that we're actually almost out producing them, considering that we have IC debt. I'm happy about that. They're building a bunch of ships. They're building a bunch of land forces as well, but mainly ships. Mainly ships. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me call it at this point here. This is kind of a interim, and we will pick this up in the next episode, where we'll just immediately start right away into it, and then kind of go from there. I do appreciate you guys watching this. Kind of get back into the thick of things. It's been a week, and next episode we will actually get into some wartime stuff. See you guys then. Bye.